Not a year ago, but a while ago. Yeah.
Feels like a year ago.
Yeah.
But the date
No
is
good deed goes unpunished.
approaching. Might be good. Might be funny.
There we go.
Might be entertaining.
Undoubtedly, it'll be entertaining.
Yeah.
This big old world got small with new technology. You cannot help but see all the folks who live in need. It spreads like wildfire when voices cry in pain. For someone to take action, for someone to be the change. Well, there's the question at hand. Who is willing to take a stand? Well, I am in, indeed. Put me on the team. Individual yet inseparable from my global family. I am inspired, infinitely sourced from within. 'Cause I've woken up to what my heart is for. It's time to let the healing begin. And I am in.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. Ready to make use of any knowledge, any skills. Offer them up freely to a higher love that will. A healing tribe's been growing, their momentum getting strong. Passion keeps them going on a road that's steep and long. They're willing to sacrifice to make a difference in this life. And I am insisting, put me on that team. Individual yet inseparable from my global family. I am inspired, infinitely sourced from within. 'Cause I've woken up to what my heart is for. It's time to let the healing begin. And I am in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause this world needs all the love we can give. Are you in? Yeah, yeah. I am an instrument of peace. 'Cause anyone can serve. Anyone, anyone. Hey, anyone means me. I am in. I am invincible. Put me on that team. Individual yet inseparable from my global family. I am inspired, infinitely sourced from within. 'Cause I've woken up to what my heart is for. It's time to let the healing begin. And I am in. Yeah, yeah. This world needs all the love we can give. Are you in? Yeah, yeah. I am in. Put me on the team with my global family. Give this world the love it needs. I am in. 'Cause it's up to you and me. Are you in?
Good morning, good morning. So are you in? Oh my goodness, thank you, Gwen Pearl. Now you wrote that, didn't you?
Yes, and you gave me the idea. Thank you. You tossed it and I caught it and then.
There it is.
Back and forth.
We are outsourced. Oh, I got to come back from that. Okay, so I am Reverend Sharon Dunn-Alberg, your senior minister, your spiritual director, and I'm happy to be here today. So happy to be here. And I know we have all silenced our cell phones And I have something to tell you. We had the best day yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Where is my Edna McMahon here? So what happened yesterday is we had our spring, we have a retreat in the spring and one in the fall, the Board of Trustees. And we had actually, rather than a retreat this spring, yesterday, we had a spring training. And I just want to tell you that our president, Ruth, aka Edna McMahon, she is fired up all the time. And, you know, that's our topic for today. So we're going to talk about what is being fired up. But she doesn't have to do what she does. And we walked in, and there's like spring training, get it? Baseball, get it? And she's not a baseball fan, apparently. And we had, you know, baseball tablecloths. She had a baseball t-shirt. I don't know if you can see the signs on her mantle, all about baseball. I mean, she just goes all out for us, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I would want to give her a And that was an amazing training that helped, you know, Max came up for the training and did part of the training for us as well. And so, you know, what happens when you're a new board member is that you really just said yes, and you have no idea to what. And so what we do is, you know, because we have this mighty leader, we go over what it is to be a board member. And so she had a binder for all of us, and she had, you know, our policies and procedures in there, and kind of we gave the history. We had the history of our center, including what happened before, as Reverend Debbie would know, what happened before we became the Center for Spiritual Living. We were the center, well, they were the Center for Spiritual Growth. And then when I came aboard, we affiliated with Centers for Spiritual Living. So in the binder was all kinds of stuff. And I thought, Nikki, didn't you think it was a wonderful day?
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
And, you know, you too can be a board member. You just come and talk to us.
That's right.
And so I am also wanting to thank people right now because my heart is full. So the last couple of days or several days, I don't know how many, Jim Putnam has been showing up here and helping Larry, which is why the sheetrock's almost done and will be done this week in the whole sanctuary.
Wow.
You know, and it was hot. And I walked in, you know, I wanted to hug him, but I couldn't because he kind of didn't smell very well. You know, they were working really hard, you know, and I did buy a bunch of food and put it in the fridge for him. But, you know, these guys are just building this thing. And we are all building this thing. And I just want to thank Jim. What a love. Mm-hmm. And, you know, any of you who want to come this week, Larry will be here all week if you want to come, or if you know somebody who wants to come and help. We're going to finish the sheetrock this week. Aren't we?
Wonderful.
I like the way I always say we, because I'm really good at it. Not so much. So anyway, we're really busy with our Gourmets for God. It looks like we have a lot of
Lots of
events planned that look amazing. I signed up for as many as I could fit on my calendar. So, you know, I'm going to be gone on vacation, so I couldn't go to that one. But every time I'm here, I'm going, or unless somebody bumps me in the bids.
There's a lot of bids being bumped today.
Oh dear. Does the senior minister, am I exempt from? No.
Not unless you bid higher.
Oh. Okay. That's right. So, you know, I just kind of shared some demonstrations, didn't I? What is a demonstration but answered prayer? And we do have a prayer team that that takes your requests and prays for a week. So if you have any demonstrations, can you share one here now? That's what we're doing. Anybody have a demonstration? Oh, Jim, there's a demonstration.
I have a demonstration. First of all, I want to say thank you all for the support this week. I've been fighting this thing, and I'm aware that we all have health challenges from here and there, but I I've been off cancer medication for about 6 months. And so I've been, the doctors have been really good and diligent about scanning me. And so I had one about 3 months ago, and everything looked pretty stable, so pretty happy. And then I just had one again this Monday, and I'm still stable. So that's, so kind of what Carol Marr said last week, you gotta have faith. And you gotta have faith, and you gotta have support, and all the other stuff. It takes a lot, but it's welcome news for a doctor to tell you that you're stable. So
Isn't that wonderful?
Right on.
Isn't that wonderful? That's a beautiful demonstration. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to have a full heart this morning. That's just all there is to it. Anyone else? Debbie has one.
So I am grateful to say that I have a new job promotion starting at a new state department. So I work for the state in 2 weeks, and this is excellent timing because they're going to shut down hiring July 1st. So all the state departments are hiring like crazy ahead of the shutdown. So I'm very grateful for that.
Good. Awesome. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. Oh,
Yeah, no
Nikki.
worries.
I kind of have
Child
a,
welfare digital services.
I had hired somebody to grade my backyard, and he did a terrible job. And so I kind of just wanted to call and scream at him. And then we had our spring training yesterday. And so I'm going to try to handle this in a CSL way. I guess I'm just glad for the timing. Also, Max talking, and you, about conflict resolution, or we're all one, trying to look at it from his side. All I'm saying is that our spring training helped the wheels to turn so that I don't feel like I, want to beat somebody over the head.
That's awesome. Awesome, Nikki. That's awesome. All right. So let's, we did a lot of looking at our vision, mission, and purpose yesterday. It was such admiration and adoration of it. Isn't that interesting? Is when it comes from vision, it just doesn't ever get outdated or not work. It's so wonderful. So let's do our vision together. Our vision. We are a welcoming sanctuary community where all are accepted, valued, and supported in the global family. And our mission? We inspire personal and global transformation through the teachings of science of mind. And our purpose? In joy and love, we connect in service to all life. That is wonderful. And now I have the honor and privilege of bringing our practitioner up here to take us deeper. Debbie Putnam, Reverend Debbie, is a licensed through the Emerson Institute and Centers for Spiritual Living. So she's double good. I'm thinking of the gum. Double good, double. And such a beautiful consciousness. And by the way, she was in that original group that called through visioning me here. And so she goes way back and will hopefully be here for a very long time.
I just have to look at you all these beautiful souls. My heart is so full between the music and all the demonstrations, and thank you so much. Join with me, whether you want to close your eyes or if you like keeping them open and kind of unfocused, whatever is comfortable for you, as we drop into that deep space that is who and what we really are, that is always present. This infinite presence is all that is. There is one infinite mind, one infinite intelligence, one infinite life, one infinite divine order. And this order is the order of me and of every person present, every person watching online, every person who is involved in any way in this center. This order is the order of service today. It is everything working out for this center. It is the order of this center, the board, the music, the construction, the Gourmets for God, the community, the growing, thriving, blessing community that is who and what we really are. And today, this center now speaks its word through Reverend Sharon as she brings this incredible message, this incredible fire into the talk, as every bit of the music, every part of the message, every part of the technology supports this blessing, and all is well. All is well. Everything works out for us, and so it is. And now for our readings. Someday we shall learn to lay our burdens on the altar of love, that they may be consumed by the fire of faith in the living Spirit. Ernest Holmes. Ernest Holmes, love is the central flame of the universe, nay, the very fire itself. The essence of love, while elusive, pervades everything, fires the heart, stimulates the emotions, renews the soul, and proclaims the spirit. Our prayers should be filled with conviction, warmth, color, and imagination. The creative power responds to feeling more quickly than to mental attitude. And now for more of this fabulous music. Thank you, Gwen.
And you wrote that, right?
She did.
And sorry?
You wrote that as well.
Yes.
So the consciousness of someone writing that music, are we blessed? We are.
Unity.
I'm gonna do it, Debbie. Take this off. Freedom. Hey. So, our topic today is, what did I say? Fired up. And our theme for the month is holy boldness, which I love. And so being fired up is actually holy boldness. Do you get that? And I thought that was a pretty amazing thing to know. And being fired up means we're excited, we're passionate, we're ready to get going, right? When we're fired up with holy boldness, we know anything is possible and we're going to achieve it without fail and without question.
Woohoo. Yes.
So what happens when we're not? And so yesterday was interesting because we visioned for the center. And, we visioned for not the board of trustees and not anything specific, but for the center, knowing that the source of all of this is one source. And in visioning, which is a spiritual practice, there are questions dropped in while we're quiet, while we're meditating, if you will. And some of the questions are, what must I become? Or what must I embrace? Or what must I change? Or what must I release? And I had this amazing aha today, listening to a colleague, David Alt, who talked about, what if I'm not fired up? What if I'm concerned about something? How do I let it go? How do I let things go? And he brilliantly said, before you let it go, before you release, before you change, bring it to love. And I thought, wow, I actually haven't considered that before. Love that which is in the way. What do they say? What's in the way is the way. But part of the way is to love it. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to get up. It's too hard. I'm not inspired. Does anyone ever feel like that? Nan or nan or nan or nan. And can I just have a minute? And then David said, bring that orphan home and love it. Love that part of me that's afraid, that's worried about something that hasn't happened yet. That's my favorite. I like to spend a lot of time worrying about something that hasn't happened yet.
Amen.
We get scared, don't we? And there's no shame in that, and I've said that before. I've said, I love all of who I am, but I never actually thought to bring my troubles. What did we read, Debbie? Bring our troubles to love. I have to read that again. I'm sorry. I must find that again because I love it so much. Well, let me go back to that. Sorry, but just bear with me.
There we go.
Someday we shall learn to lay our burdens on the altar of love, that they may be consumed by the fire of faith in the living Spirit. So we don't just, I have to let that go. There's a step we can take, and that is to bring it into love. That is literally to embrace it. What must I embrace? All of me, all of my concerns, all of my doubts, all of my challenges. all of my conflicts, my health issues, my mad-ons. And so I don't know, but did anyone think of that yourselves? I kind of didn't. And it was so fun to listen to David Alt, because I've just adored him forever. And he used to be in a band that in San Francisco that used to sing, around the time the AIDS epidemic was happening, and he was very close to Louise Hay, and he's just been a star in our movement forever and ever. And when he said that, it was a different way of framing what we've already know, love all of who I am, I'm okay, you're okay. We've said this in a million ways, but sometimes there's some shame in me when I just can't. When I am not fired up. And this fired me up. Do you know what I mean? It fired me up to think that, wait a minute, I don't have to pretend that this isn't happening in my life. I don't have to, act as if. I can literally take this issue and bring it home. Look at it, love it. Take it to love. That is, to me, a wild idea. So the 3 ideas I had today was conviction, fortitude, and resilience. And, we've heard a lot about conviction recently, and it's not that kind of conviction. The conviction I'm talking about is a firmly held belief. And Ernest Holmes says we must not be lukewarm about our conviction. And so if we are, we can look at that. What is in the way? What is weighing on me? What is in my heart that I want to make go away? Like what? Some kind of magic? I love this idea of someday we shall learn to lay our burdens on the altar of love. I guess it's not my idea since Ernest Holmes wrote it a while back. But golly gosh, that is brilliant to me. Because right now, our world offers us a lot to be concerned about. Sometimes it's so much that I kind of feel like it takes its toll on me. And that good news that I can just lay this down on the altar of love, I kind of just want to lay my whole self there. Sometimes I just get so downtrodden that I could just lay my whole self there. And then I find my way to love. I can easily find my way to be fired up. Does this make sense? It's kind of a thing we can do. And so, this idea of fortitude, courage in pain or adversity, to be bold in our conviction. Courage, again, we are talking about courage. We've been talking about boldness and courage. And then resilience is the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties or toughness. One of the words I use to describe myself is resilient. I love that about me. I've told you before, that whole weighted clown thing that you hit it and it just kind of comes back up again. That we all have our story, but my story is the best. And, what I've had to overcome is extraordinary. I'm resilient. I'm courageous. And sometimes I'm not on fire. And I love the idea of this, laying it down. So our spiritual principle today is we believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, because when we're laying our troubles down on the altar of love, we are connecting with the divine. that can do anything through us. This is a path. This is a pathway. This is why we come here every week, is to discover as many ways as we can to get fired up about being a divine human. And that means connected to the... Do you ever feel like, God who? Like, I just want to be my small self. I want to gossip. I want to do this. I want to eat too much, drink too much. No. I don't want to have to, and you can't make me. Well, this, we believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty lives in us, and that's what we want to connect to, because when we're connected there, how do we feel? Fired up, invincible. All those things that Gwen was singing about. I'm infinite, I'm invincible. I'm like, yes. And so, indestructible, absolute, and self-existing cause. So this is what the Spirit is defined as in our principles. But say it to yourself as the I am. I believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty. I am indestructible. I am absolute. I am self-existing cause. This one manifests itself in and through all creation. I am the creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. I am the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. And when I'm there, I'm happy. I feel good. I want to spread the word. I want to do things. I want to be in service. It's my best self. And it's okay when I'm not feeling it. But it's even better when I know what to do about it. And then the practice, of course, is visioning, because that's what we're talking about today. Recognizing what's in the way of our faith. You know, that's like kind of a dirty little secret, when we have something in the way of our faith. Because that's causal too. We know that. And sometimes it's just like, you can't make me. I'm just going to wallow, please. I'll have another moment of wallowing. Have you ever been on fire about something like unstoppable, like nothing could convince you otherwise? Anybody? My faith. And as a human, sometimes I can't sustain that. Sometimes my loved one or somebody or something, there's a transference. And I leave my body, or I leave my mind. I leave what I know, and I got a master's degree in this. That doesn't help in those moments.
A master's in leaving your mind?
The one thing that, I'm trying to imagine this, bring my troubles to the altar of love. And which means to me to love it, which means to me, Sharon, talk to it. I have to talk to God. I have to talk things out. My God is very personal. How about last week when we were saying, what if God was on Match.com? I do a lot of thinking about God in different positions. That's another sermon. But I'm talking this out. I'm talking this through as if it's therapeutic. Oh, what are you feeling? Like, what is this emotion? What is this trouble? Instead of, I can't think about that, it doesn't need to leave right now. It needs to be loved right now instead. Is that a concept? It doesn't need to leave right now. Let me just be with it. Let me welcome it. Set the table. Sit down. Tell me about yourself. You know, we've talked a lot lately about our values, right? What's important to us. And sometimes when I'm in that space of not being on fire, I don't even remember what's important to me. I don't remember what I value. I am really either in an emotion or a feeling or just zoned. And I love these tools that help me back. They help me back. And so if I don't know what I value in that moment, I'm giving you what we value as a community. You can rely on that. This is on our website. You know, if ever you kind of think, oh, what is important to me? Because we looked at this yesterday in our spring training. It's important to know what's important to you. And love is one of our shared values. And loving all of who I am is the way to get fired up, to get my passion back, which is what being fired up means, right? To have a conviction about something is wonderful. I think we have that. I don't think I really ever, I do not lose my conviction. But I don't feel it all the time. You know, what I want, being fired up is feeling that conviction. You know, being fired up is feeling that I'm on purpose, that I'm doing good in the world, that I'm not ignoring what's going on in the world, and I'm participating in what we talked about yesterday, sacred activism. This is a big, big component of who we are as Centers for Spiritual Living, that you can even see that whole program on their website, csl.org. Lots about spiritual activism. Just being a part of. And sometimes I don't feel that. And these are the ways to get that fire in the belly back. You know, it's interesting for me when I have concern and I love it and I lay it on the in the lap of love. I think that's what healing is. Healing, there's nothing to be healed, only God to be revealed. And so then I remember, oh my gosh, whose I am, what my passion is, what my purpose is, what my values are, and I'm kind of back in the game. Are we talking about that? Back in the game? I'm in. That song, Gwen. I'm in. I'm in. So do you feel like there's nothing wrong here? Don't you love that? There's nothing wrong here. But do you also feel like, wait a minute, I'm not giving the attention to what is wrong. I'm not giving the attention it needs. And it doesn't need the wallowing attention. It doesn't need the perseveration, the thinking about it over and over. It doesn't need that kind of attention. That's negative attention. But it needs attention. It needs positive attention. I love that. So are you fired up? Is there something in your life that you've been afraid of to look at? Is there? Do you feel like you could invite it in now and say, come and sit with me. I love you. You're a part of me. But you can't stay long. Let us pray. Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful to know there's a power greater than myself, creating everything out of itself, and has many names, and right now I call it love. Love. Love is the answer. It's everything. Love one another, love each other, love everything about me, love everything. Put love on it. Season it with love. Share it. Spirit is well pleased when we look in that direction. Who wouldn't be? We love attention. Spirit is generous. There's an infinite potential that it wants to give of itself, that it can only give of itself through its creation. And I am that creation. I know that for each of us. We bring love in to everything, even those dark corners, those things, those monsters under the bed. There are no monsters under the bed. When we turn the light on. And so I am the light. I know that a community coming together brings awareness, and that's what we're doing here. We're bringing what? Awareness of that is, that changes lives, that uplifts our world, that softens our hearts so that we feed one another, take care of one another, that we as human beings learn that wholeness and holiness is to embrace all of who we are, the finite and the infinite. I am so grateful. I am fired up. I'm so grateful. And so I release my word into the law. I don't have to do it all. There is a power greater than myself that does it. Because it is done in love. Because I have a conviction in faith. Because it's good for all. Because there's nothing in the way of it. And please agree with me as we say, and so it is. More of Gwen. Who doesn't want more of Gwen Pearl?
This time I am blessed with two amazing backup singers. We're going to have fun. Could've let life pass me by without the courage that's required to dream by playing safe. But something stirred within my soul, gave me passion, made me bold. I felt a lion awake. It made a lion rise, and a voice inside said, find your brave, feel it. You can release it when you believe in the power in you. Find your brave, feel it. Time to unleash it. Come on, show me your fearless face. Find your brave. You got it within you. You got it. Yes, you do. You do. A power waits for anyone who's willing to embrace the love that we all have inside. And it'll change the way you see, a transformation so complete. Your world starts shining bright. You'll wake up with a roar and an open door to find your brave, feel it. You can release it when you believe in the power in you. Find your brave, feel it. Time to unleash it. Come on, show me your fearless face. Just let your connection to divine source inspire you and fire you up more and more and more and more and more and more and more. you're going to demonstrate your bravery. We're going to set this up so you can sing along with us. Let's go ahead and set this up. I am brave. I am fearless. I am brave. I am fearless. Now they're going to keep it up, and you're going to keep it up. And I'm going to come out and check up on you and see if I can feel your brave.
I am brave. I am fearless. I am brave. I am fearless. I am brave. I am fearless. I am brave. I am brave. I am fearless. I am brave.
I felt some serious bravery out there. All right, so now you're going to help us bring this in. Please sing this last chorus with us. It's coming around. It's coming around. I'm feeling you brave. Here we go. Find your brave, feel it. You can release it when you believe in the power in you. Find your brave, feel it. Time to unleash it. Come on, show me your fearless face. Find your brave. You got it within you. You got it. Yes, you do. You do. 'Cause you are brave. You are fearless. You are brave. You are fearless. You are brave, and I could feel it. Thank you.
We need to stick that on the CD.
Oh my gosh, was that amazing? Thank you. The talk, the music. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you, backup singers. And thank you, Reverend Sharon. This is our offering time where we give to ourselves by giving to the center. Does that sound weird? It's not, right? Because this is our way of expanding our own good. A little selfish, right? But also in service to what the center is and what it is growing into through visioning and through action, through the heart conviction we've talked about today, and all of this bold courage. So you may give via PayPal or a credit card, you can give online, you can send a check, and all of your giving is welcome. Remember that you can also give directly to the building fund in addition to your regular tithe amount. So of course the tithe is needed to sustain just the operations of the center and the technology and everything, and the building fund is needed to be who and what we really are, more and more. And thank you so much for your gifts. Join with me in our abundance affirmation. In consciousness of abundance, I give freely, knowing that I am freely given to. And so it is. And now sing with us, I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. Sorry. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your abundance. Prayer requests, you've heard about prayer demonstrations today, and part of that came about, or a lot of that came about, by putting these prayers into the Please Pray For Us button that you can push on our website, saccsl.org, or by reaching out directly to our senior minister or one of us on the team so that we can share it with the prayer team, and then we support you and it's, it blesses us too,
Yes, it
honestly. It's an expansive service. So we have many things on the schedule coming up, and the very first one is next Saturday, woohoo, where there's a parking lot sale to benefit us. So bring stuff or contact someone about your stuff. Ruth, are you the point person for this?
Or Reverend Sharon.
Or Reverend Sharon,
Fine.
so our board president or our senior pastor. And one of the things that's kind of cool about this is you can bring stuff to donate, right, that can just be sold. But also if you have something of greater value where you feel like you would like to get part of the value of that thing, you have something worth, I'm just making this up, but $400 and you'd like to get 200 of it or whatever, we can do that. You can donate this thing like a consignment sale, and the center will benefit, and you will also still benefit from that gift. So do it, and I assume that you are also looking for people to, sign up to help, or what's up?
And we also, yes, people with good handwriting.
I think I'm going to let
I'll just jump in here. real
Edna
quick.
take the wheel.
We absolutely need volunteers to come and help sell, help run the cash box, help move things around. Absolutely, we need volunteers. And the best part about it is we have so much fun when we hang out together. So come and hang out.
And we need somebody with good handwriting to make our signs.
Yeah, if somebody is willing to make a big sign that we can put out there, I like those neon signs they have now because everybody can see it. So if somebody would like to do that. But it's just a fun time to get together and enjoy each other's company as well as do good service by.
And we'll be here Friday because we have so much donation already. Boxes and boxes and boxes that we'll be putting out on the tables, and we will be staying here Friday night so that we can keep an eye on things. But we'll be ready at 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturdays.
Right. So if you have something you want to bring the day before, Reverend Sharon and Larry will be here on Friday, so you can bring stuff Friday, help set up. So come on and enjoy.
And does this help support our building fund in particular, or just whatever we need, including the building fund?
It's everything.
Everything, all of it, all good, all the time. Okay. We won't spend as long on the other announcements, but because this one is imminent, we want to focus in on it. So we're looking for a fundraiser extraordinaire. Whatever that looks like, that is part of our vision for this center. If you're that person, or you know someone, or you choose to do treatment, visualization, visioning, whatever you choose to help bring this person in, that person will be such a gift.
Yes.
The Art and Science of Spiritual Mind Treatment is one of Reverend Sharon's first Saturday classes. I believe one just ended, and this one is starting August 3rd. It will run for 8 Saturdays, and since it's only once a month, that means it goes through March 1st. The Art and Science of Spiritual Mind Treatment. And so it meets here, and it is another way to both deepen your life and your practice, and also to build community by hanging out with really cool people who talk about cool things. That's us. We also have the St. John's program for Real Change as our community outreach program. Go ahead, you can see lots of stuff on the website, but go ahead and look on our website, saccsl.org, I think is it, right? To find out, you can see all of this information. So this is going to be a mid-July get-together. Again, another opportunity for community. I'm going to talk about something that's not on here, and someone else might be able to talk about it better. Most of us know, maybe all of us know, that there is this Gourmets for God thing going. So bring your calendars and your excitement and your joy to sign up for. I did the same thing. Jim and I did the same thing as Reverend Sharon. Signed up for as many as we could fit on our calendar, pretty much. So I'm like. Then I got home to my calendar and I'm like, can I really fit all of these? But they sound so good. So there's some very exciting opportunities. And if you've outbid me, I'm going to go look.
Be friendly.
Exactly. Join with me in our affirmation, followed by our music and our hanging out community time. I am fired up to live life fully. If you're online, you can say that too. And now for our benediction. in this oneness that is present as the altar of love in every being and every heart, this altar of love that is the infinite and that is present as who and what I really am. There is only this oneness that blesses us, that takes us forth into our day, into our week, into our lives, into changing this world with every expression of who and what we really are. We create great change in the world with every kind word, with every smile, with every touch, with every blessing, every time we do treatment or whatever we do. This good is happening right here and right now. It blesses each and every one of us. We go forth in safety, in health, in wholeness, in prosperity, and in joy. And so it is. And now it's time. We get Gwen again. Woohoo!
Anybody wants to stand up and dance or anything? It's got a kind of country vibe on this one. Do some stomping, so here we go.
Who put these thoughts here in my head? What I should do, could do. They didn't come from me instead. It's like I've been wearing a hand-me-down that doesn't fit. It's someone else's shoes that pinch my toes. And I know I gotta break free. Free from inhibition, break free from worn-out tradition. Then listen to my heart exclusively. Break free. That's the way it's always been done. It's not a good reason when you can hear a different drum beating for you beyond where expectations reach, where only truth and passion lead the way. In that case, you gotta break free. Free from inhibition, break free from worn out traditions, and listen to your heart exclusively. Break free. I've gone along for so long, but now it just feels wrong to follow blindly. It's time I kick those shoes right off my feet, dive in even if the water's deep, skip down that untested road and see where I can go. Break free, free from inhibition, break free from worn out tradition, and listen to my heart exclusively. Break free, free from inhibitions, break free from worn out traditions, and listen to my heart exclusively. Break free. Who put these thoughts here in my head? What I should do, could do. They didn't come from me instead. It's time I break